something to me, something deep inside, hanging on the wire for love I'll never find.
Now and for This'll Do Something to You.
Hello, I'm Dave from Hull. Eating in-flight meals today, the real-life stars of the Fly on the Wall documentary, Airport. Clear for takeoff, cabin doors to manual.
We're here.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Susan Perkins, and I will be your first-class hostess for the next hour. Those of you sitting in economy will be catered for by my slightly more down-market colleague here.
Hello, welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Flight Lunch. I'm Melanie Gedroich, fly me.
So many people have chosen to do just that. Our programme time this afternoon is 57 minutes, but we will, of course, be making 2 scheduled breaks for commercials. I will be cruising at an altitude of approximately 5 foot 8 inches, and if, during the show, any of our jokes cause you extreme nausea, the emergency exits are situated here, here and here.
Now, the fact that we're dressed like this and the very subtle, oblique references to flying that we've just made might have given you...
I didn't pick up on those. I didn't pick up on the flying references.
Can I just say this feels all too comfortable?
I'm enjoying it.
It feels all too comfortable.
It's thrilling, isn't it?
If Angela Rippon gets my job, I think I know what I'm going to do. Anyway, we might just have given you a clue as to who our guests are today. They are the stars of our all-time favourite Fly on the Wall documentary series, Airport.
Speaking of which, did you see the news last night? The emergency landing at Heathrow yesterday afternoon. Oh. Well, we'd just like to say a huge well done and big up to Captain Barnby and all the crew of the Virgin Airbus that touched down successfully.
Good
well
man.
Done.
Very strong.
So today, first through light lunch customs is Terminal 3's duty officer, Michelle Harris. She's been patrolling the walkways for 20 golden years, and should she come across a suspect package, well, she's on it like a ton of bricks. Aren't we all? With her scarlet talons and matching lipstick, she is forever averting potential disasters and talking, very importantly, into her walkie-talkie. Let's check this out.
Oh, I don't know what I've done here, but... This is a bit temperamental. The connection's a bit loose, I think.
At 11 o'clock on this year's Remembrance Sunday, the airport is planning to broadcast Big Ben's chimes over the tannoy.
Did you hear that? No, someone's got to go outside to hear that. We can't all be in here.
I love that woman.
She is Dawn.
And following Michelle down the Green Channel is long-suffering Aeroflot Service Supervisor Jeremy Spake. Yeah, Jeremy! He's Terminal 2's cheekiest check-in chappie, with a Russian accent that makes you want to throw off your underclothes and strum your balalaika. He spends his days running his hands over rucksacks and lovingly caressing Louis Vuitton.
Does Louis mind?
I don't know.
OK,
we'll ask him. He lives bags, he breathes bags, bags are his life. Let's take a look.
Now Jeremy has a problem with the orchestra's woodwind section.
There? Well, we're going to have to check with...
Jeremy, do you want to know the rest of the announcement?
Yeah, please. Can we ask whoever's floating round outside to see if a flute has been handed in, please? Just садитесь, пожалуйста. Probably. Да? У нас еще 25 человек. Да, ну, пожалуйста. He's going to... There's some bloke... No, it's all right. There's some bloke in the corridor who may have his flute.
Very good flounce there from Jeremy, kind of. Oh, and sorry. And last aboard is the Queen of Meeters and Greeters, Anita Newcourt from Heathrow's VIP suite. She's qualified to fly aircraft in the Territorial Army, but here she's only allowed to roll out her red carpet 6 times a year. Even so, she's always flying the flag for foreign dignitaries, and she's even tried to make Fergie pay to use the fax machine. Let's see her in action.
Anita has only 3 staff and the expert backup of the Foreign Office to make sure that more than 100 diplomats get off on the right foot in their search for peace.
I've got 2 coming back. Maybe they've decided they're going the wrong way. Can I help, sir? Yes, please. Yes. You're coming to the Bosnia conference? Just straight through. Yes, of course. Of course, please. I'm not quite sure if they're arriving, departing, or just looking for their Prime Minister, but as long as they're going in that direction, they'll be fine.
Brilliant. So, on today's Soar Away show, we're going to be grilling, frying and gently tossing our guests into telling us the secrets behind the scenes of the world's #1 airport, as we ask them if they have anything to declare. So, if you've got any questions for our guests, like, have you located my luggage yet? Or can you increase the time between jet plane overhauls by using a horizontally opposed 4-cylinder diesel engine with 200 brake horsepower at 2,200 RPM? Then call us now on 0990 for lunch. That's 0990.
Flight
45.
We'll be leaving from gate
86.
Because I regret to inform passengers that there has been a
24-year
delay. Or you can fax us, why don't you, on 09902 lunch. That is 099 25
millimetres of legroom.
86.
Magazines about banking to choose from.
24.
People queuing for the toilet.
What fun.
Now, if you turn and look over to your left, that's my right, your left, good. Over to your left, those passengers sitting on this side of the aisle may just be able to make out the kitchen.
To your right, you should be able to see the formidable presence of 4 young men who break the sound barrier. I'd let them taxi up to my runway any day and will be personally strip searching them later. It's Steve, Matt, Dylan and Dan. It's Fleetwood Macaroni.
I've still got my hat on, suddenly remembered. Good, that all went very, very well. Now, it's day 4 of Italian Week, and today's chef hails from the sprawling olive groves of Umbria in Italy. By the age of 13, he'd laid more lasagnas and tossed more pizzas than Italy has had prime ministers. He's cooked pies under Anthony Wasatozza. They were very flat, apparently. And currently runs the fabulously trendy restaurant Zucca in London's Westbourne Grove. Please welcome, give it up for Cesare Lupatelli! It's gone. What I say is hail Caesar. Hail Caesar. How are you doing?
I'm
Cesare?
fine, thanks. I'm okay.
Good. Well, I'm fine, thank you. Oh, it's so lovely. Oh, now what are you cooking for us today, Cesare?
Okay, today we cook involtino di pollo with prosciutto, fontina, and salvia.
Okay, lovely. That was very good. So today we're having involtino di pollo con speck. No, what's it called?
Prosciutto.
e fontina. First class fare. That's what I say. You know what I mean. Good, Jim. Now, Cesare,
Okay.
what ingredients are you going to be using?
Okay, we're gonna use some chicken breast, some fontina cheese,
Okay.
Italian prosciutto,
Okay.
and sage leaves.
Right.
Okay.
Good.
And then we're gonna use some spinach, some fresh plum tomato,
Lovely.
a little bit of flour,
Right.
chicken stock,
Yep.
white wine,
Yeah.
olive oil, salt and pepper.
That's a flag.
Okay.
That's some
The
salt.
flag.
Jar. And a knife over there.
Okay.
That's great. No, Cesare, you just go right ahead.
Okay. First of all,
Cling film moment here.
yeah. Take the chicken. We take the skin off.
Do you like my lip gloss?
Yeah.
Do you? So you're taking the old skin off the
First of all.
breast. There.
Okay.
Lovely. Sort of
Okay.
half cutting it down the middle there.
Just a little bit.
I'm like a
To
commentator.
make it easier.
It's very bizarre. Why are you actually using the cling film, Cesare?
Because it makes it very much easier. Basically, it's much easier to flat it down with
Yeah.
the clean film. The chicken is not going to stick on the chopboard and on your
Okay.
hammer. So,
Good bashing.
okay.
Yeah, good bashing. You might not know this, but Cesare is also a boxer. Aren't you?
I
Eh?
used to be.
Yeah, flyweight boxer. Champion of Italy? No.
Yeah, I did something like that, but don't say too much. Don't say too much.
That's looking very, very flat.
Okay.
Do you like using these kind of implements? Do they make you feel powerful in the kitchen?
Very much, especially when I'm really annoyed. You know, people that are really
Cesare, I
careful about
can't
it.
imagine you ever being annoyed. Do you get annoyed in the kitchen?
You know, sometimes it's happen. It's depend. You know.
Oh.
It's depend. Okay, so we've got the chicken. We put
Right.
some prosciutto
Okay.
in the middle. Some fontina cheese.
Can you use any cheese, or does it have to be Fontina cheese?
Well, you can even use, if you cannot find fontina, you can use English cheddar, the mild one, white,
Right.
which is quite similar.
Right. Okay. And the old
Okay.
sage going on there.
Yeah.
You haven't been in any fights while you've been in England, have you? Have you had to
oh,
use
thank
those
God, no.
fists? No. Quite nervous laughter. What's
Okay,
it-
then
what-
we'll roll it up like this.
Wow, look at that.
Okay,
Little sort of chicken cigar.
okay.
That's
And
brilliant.
it's basically ready to be cooked.
Okay, what's your top tip, Cesare?
Well, what is really important for this involtino di pollo is use really good ingredients. It's really important to use organic chicken, which is quite similar to the nostrano, pollo nostrano in Italy, which is a
Right.
wild chicken.
Okay.
And basically all fresh ingredients, which is the basic of the Italian food.
Hail
Okay.
Caesar. Now, Sue, what's the longest you've ever had to wait in baggage reclaim?
About 3 weeks, but it was cool because eventually somebody did come and pick me up. Dad. It's nice. Okay, I'm in the audience, and I'd just like to say a big hello to all of you looking... That was a panoramic, if anyone who missed it. Now I'm here with...
David.
David. I think you're Salvador Dali, though. You're a dead ringer. Dali is with us today, lads. King of surrealism. Go on, entertain us. Say something mad and surreal. You don't have to, because you've got him a star. How long did that take this morning to do?
About 2 hours.
2 hours? Do you do that every morning?
Yeah.
What's it like when it's limp, as they say?
No, it takes like 10 minutes.
10 minutes for the... Oh, I see. You were... I tell you what. Never, ever tell me a joke, because I just don't get them. I just don't understand them, you know. There it goes. Now, is it Yutaka, is that right?
Yes.
Hello there, konnichiwa.
Hello, konnichiwa.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
I'm not so good on my Japanese. I'm a bit rusty now. Was fluent a while back, but not good. What have you brought today?
Sushi.
Sushi.
Yeah.
Can we have a look?
Yeah.
Do you like sushi?
No.
What do you mean no?
I don't like anything raw. If it's cooked, I'll eat it. If it's raw, I won't.
If it's cooked, it's not sushi, though, is it? It's just
No, I don't eat it.
it's cooked fish on rice. Can you come to all of our gigs? I like your laugh. Oh, that is beautiful.
Isn't it pretty?
Did you make it himself? Did you make it
Yeah.
yourself? Yeah. It's really beautiful. Look at that.
Ooh.
A bit of a salmon roll there. Oh, you've done well. Darlie, both of you, it was gorgeous to meet you, and that is very good. I'm going to be having that for my lunch, if I have any say. Now, I'm just going to go... Now, Mike, we have identical twins on the show today. Look at this. I'll ask you to budge up a little bit, because I've got a very short skirt on. And if I sat down there, then it'd be more like sort of late night cable broadcasting. So, hello, what have you brought? Just perching there. What have you brought today?
Quiche Josephine.
Quiche?
Yes.
Quiche Josephine. Now, what is it? It's his light
It's a
lunch.
special light lunch quiche that I made myself last night.
It's very, very nice, I have to say. Now, what's your name?
Joe.
And you are?
Sam.
Now, who's the eldest?
Sam.
Sam, how much older are you?
6 wholesome minutes.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
And are you telepathic? Do you have telepathic abilities?
A couple of times.
Yeah?
Should we tell her about the fish tank event?
Go on,
Tell the fish tank event.
No one else will know. Just
Go on
whisper it in my
then.
ear. No one will know.
Well, we were cleaning out our fish tank,
Mhm.
as you do, because they get very dirty. And we had marbles at the bottom.
Mm.
Have to be very careful when you clean them, because you break them. So I was cleaning them. Shouted through to her, what was that you just said? She went, nothing. But she was thinking, oh, watch out in case you break them.
Voodoo.
I know.
That is sinister.
She knew. She knew what I was thinking.
Mel and I are a little bit telepathic, actually, I have to say. You know,
Really?
I'll think something and she won't. That was harsh, but what are the chances of identical twins being on this show? It's astonishing, isn't it? It's unbelievable. I mean, as if there's more identical twins. Isn't there some kind of sinister cloning project going on here? We're breeding them here in the studio. It's part of my special extracurricular project that I'm working on. What's your name?
Catherine.
Catherine and
Rachel.
Catherine, you've left a very warm seat here, if I
Yes,
may say.
I know. Yeah,
I feel like a nesting hen. Now, who's the oldest of you two?
Me.
Yeah. What's
about
that
10
like?
minutes.
Do you have telepathic abilities?
Yeah, we do. I think things and she says them, and we'll have the same taste in boyfriends and things like that.
That must be a problem.
Well, sometimes it could be.
Can they tell the difference between you and your boyfriends?
Well, some people in the past haven't been able to, but I'm.
Do
not
you
going
play
into that.
sort of tricks? Do you sort of swap round and?
Well, I haven't.
So have you?
No, because I wouldn't like it if she did it to me, so.
That's fair enough.
fair.
My dad's an identical twin, so I'd like to say hello to him and my Uncle David, and they are like peas in a pod. And they were terrible rogues. They used to swap girlfriends all over the shop. Sorry about that, Mum. Seems a good time to tell you. Mel, have you had any problems at all with customs?
Yeah, I once used a knife and fork in a Chinese restaurant. Caesar laughed. Cesare laughed. Hey, I'm here in the cockpit with the captain of the kitchen, Cesare Lupatelli, and we're cooking chicken breast rolled in ham. How you doing, Cesare?
Okay, very well.
Good man.
So now,
Hot
put
pan.
the fry pan on the fire burn.
Okie dokes.
Put a little bit of oil.
Right.
Make sure it's very hot.
Okay. Oops, you're right there, my love.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. What what we have to do is sprinkle the chicken with a little bit of flour.
It's got a lovely sense of humour.
Because
Why-
this is very important.
Why is it important to put the flour
Well,
on?
because this is will make the sauce thicker, first
Right.
of all, and even because the flour will make the crust all around the chicken,
Okay.
which you will keep all the juice, all the flavor. Okay.
Okay. Lovely.
So we can put the chicken in the fry pan.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. Sizzling away
Okay.
there.
At the right time, we can chop the tomato.
Are these Italian tomatoes, Cesare?
Yes, it's an Italian plum tomato.
Good. Do you get back to Italy much?
3 or 4 times per year. It's depends how busy I am.
Right. And you're from Umbria.
From Umbria, yes.
Yeah.
The-
Have you been to Cumbria in England?
No, I haven't been there actually. I always think about it because, you know, it's, the
I
name
wonder
is
if it's
quite
the same.
similar to-
Yeah, Umbria and Cumbria.
I think I'm gonna go and find it out. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I will.
But don't do too
Yeah.
much boxing there. You might
No,
get into trouble.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with good intention. We put a little bit of salt and pepper.
Righty-ho.
Okay.
Your restaurant called Zucca
Yeah,
in London. Now Zucca, am I right? Zucca means pumpkin in Italian.
exactly. That's what it means. Yeah.
And we had Halloween obviously last
Yeah.
week. What would you advise doing with your pumpkin leftovers then? Your Zucca leftovers.
Well, you can make a really nice tortelli with pumpkin, which is fresh pasta filled with pumpkin and
Nice
ricotta
one.
cheese.
Nice.
Yeah. You can
Nice.
make a really nice soup.
Yes.
Pumpkin soup,
Lovely.
which is my favorite one. And okay, let's go back to the chicken.
Good. Focus on the
Okay.
cooking at all times.
At this point, we can put a little bit
Vino.
of white wine.
Wow.
Okay.
There we go.
Un poco di vino. Un pochino di brodo.
E brodo, ecco.
A
Bit of
little
broth.
bit of chicken
There is
stock.
chicken broth. Chicken stock.
Okay. And then we can add the plum tomato.
What's your top tip, Cesare, for this bit?
Okay, as I said before, it's important to use organic meat.
Right.
Which is the best one.
Yep.
And also what is important is the cooking of the chicken, which have to be not too overcooked,
right,
not undercooked, must be moist.
Right.
Okay, just make sure it's going to be moist, nice and juicy.
So your top tip is be a good cook.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the first of all. And what is really important, all fresh ingredients. Okay.
You heard it here first. Okay, the seatbelt sign has now been switched off. But make sure your backhand's strapped in again in 3 minutes' time when we'll be lunching with stars of Top Doc Airport and finding out what a member of the royal family said to VIP liaison officer Anita Newcourt when he turned up late for his flight. See you in 3.
Save up to a third on a wide range.
Welcome back to Light Lunch. The in-flight entertainment with the stars of Airport will be starting shortly. And for those on the long-haul flight, Sweet Valley High's Hunky Heartthrob, Todd Wilkins will be providing dessert later on.
But first, we have been a furrowing and a fumbling through today's newspapers, and 1 or 2 stories have quite literally jumped out and grabbed us by the throat.
Public Services Minister Peter Kilfoyle has revealed that before he became a politician, he used to be a pop star. Of course, Tony Blair used to be in a band in his younger days, and apparently the two of them are thinking of forming a new band called U-Turn.
Yes. Honeymoon's over, Tony. And they'll be releasing a single called My Cherie Amar. Which will no doubt reach number 10.
Chefs everywhere are being urged to list the ingredients in their dishes so that people with allergies know what to avoid. This comes after a man with an allergy to horses became violently ill after eating a French sausage.
Yeah.
Horses in the sausage.
French. That's the chain. Anyway, new research has shown that the bigger the man's shoe size, the bigger his manhood is likely to be. For their own protection. Yeah. Very small shoes you're wearing. I don't know why you're cheering.
Tiny
little feet.
Tiny bound feet.
Yeah. For their own protection, safe houses have been set up all around the country for circus clowns. And also Ronald McDonald. Right, Mel, I've just heard from Food Traffic Control. You're clear to take off to the kitchen. Off you go. Chocks away, little one.
Chocks away, little Susie. News from Rome. Hail, Caesar.
Hello.
How you doing, Cesare?
I'm okay.
Good, Jim.
Okay, the chicken is almost ready.
What have you been up to since I've been not keeping my eye on you?
I was just making sure that everything was going all right, basically.
Good man. So you've rolled up the chicken.
Okay, so...
with the cheese and ham inside. Yeah, it's all going very well.
Yeah, we put on the fry pan with a little bit of oil, a little bit of white wine, chicken stock, plum tomato.
Okay, what are you going to do next?
Okay, next we're going to put a little bit of oil in the fry pan. We're going to warm the spinach up that we previously blanched.
It's been blanched already.
Okay.
This is pre-blanched spinach, apparently.
A little bit of salt.
Oops. Bit poppy.
A little bit of pepper.
Okie dokes. It was very weird, Cesare. When I was last in Italy, somebody did this to me.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
What did that mean? I thought it was some sort of Umbrian handshake or something?
What have you done? I mean, if someone is going like you with that.
Is it very rude?
Yeah, well, it's not very nice, I'm telling you. Trust me. Okay.
Right, Cesare, are you ready to dish?
Yes, we're ready to dish.
If you dish up, I'll dish out.
The spinach on the plate.
Lovely.
Okay.
I'm going to now speak, Cesare, so you keep quiet. Now, if you'd like a copy of Cesare's Pollo, please send an SAE to us at free post lunch, but please state which recipe you'd like, okay? Tune into 4 Tale on page 330, or you can find us on the World Wide Web at the Channel 4 site on the internet. If you want to enjoy this recipe with the full ambience of Umbria, Alitalia flight AZ207 to Rome will be departing from Terminal 2 at 16:10. Now, Cesare, would you mind recapping on the old recipe?
Okay,
if you
sure.
do it in Italian, I can translate.
Should I? Are you sure? Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. Oggi abbiamo cucinato l'involtino di pollo con spinaci, prosciutto e fontina.
I'm lost. Let's do it in English. Let's do it in English. Crashing on.
Okay, this is involtino di pollo with prosciutto, fontina, cheese and...
That's Italian, mate. You're still doing it in Italian. No, you're fine. Go for it.
Okay, so we flat the chicken first, we put some prosciutto, some cheese on it, some sage leaves, we roll it up, cook in a fryer pan with olive oil, white wine, a little bit of chicken stock, and serve on a bed of spinach, which we previously blanched and warm it up in olive oil. Okay.
Thank you very much.
That's better than an Italian one.
Oh, Cesare, thank you so much.
Okay.
I say vale, Caesar, now. I'm saying goodbye, Caesar. Now, band, are you hungry?
Yes.
Audience, are you hungry? Yes. Then let's eat lunch.
The sound of her smart stilettos echoing on the escalators strikes fear into the heart of loiterers and baggage losers alike. She is the Terminal 3 troubleshooter with the worn-out walkie-talkie. Please welcome Michelle Harris. He's always rushing around and he knows a thing or two about hastily packed holdalls and snappy suitcases. He once lost the Moscow Symphony Orchestra, but he's never lost his temper. Please say Nastrovia to Aeroflot's check-in king, Jeremy Spake. With a mastery of 4 languages, she has met and gret more VIPs and ambassadors than you'd find at a Ferrero Rocher party. Excelente. She's shown the Queen to her seat and passed around the royal nuts. Please welcome Heathrow's Special Facilities Manager, Anita Newcourt. Hey, down. Oh.
Well,
welcome.
I hope this is the emergency exit seat, because I did book this out.
That's the ejector seat.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's fine.
Not a lot of legroom. Now, I hope you've admired these cutlery packs.
Yes.
Actually, I did think that was rather splendid. Now, which airline did you pinch them for?
We can't say, but...
It doesn't, does it? No.
We made them. Welcome to Like Lunch. It's an honour to have you on board.
It is
Thank
a
you
delight.
very much.
Thank you. Let's try this. This is Cesare. What is it?
Cesare Lupatelli. He cooked involtino di pollo, sort of rolled chicken with ham and cheese inside, and a little bit of sage too.
I'm going to test this Pollo.
Go for it. Tell us
How
what
does
you
this
think.
compare to in-flight meals then?
Well, it's rather a large portion. You know, you normally in economy class get these tiny little sort of trays and you have to juggle with your partner next to you if he's also having difficulty eating. So, yes. We could, yes, why don't we juggle a little? Yes, this is more like it.
Already they're being foxy. Very well. Now, of course, the big news last night was the Virgin Airbus
which was successfully landed, thankfully.
Isn't he a hero?
He's
Barnby.
a star, yes.
Barnby's a god.
A hero, absolutely.
What was the atmosphere? Were you all working last night?
Well, I'd actually just managed to leave as the emergency was declared, so we'd had a very easy day, the first in ages, and as I got home I started to hear the news coming through, so yeah.
Did you go back or did
I
you?
didn't need to,
Right,
no, 'cause it didn't affect me, so... but-
Were you both there, Charlotte?
No,
Anita?
I was off.
I was there, but my team were brilliant. They just get on with it. That's their job, really. Everybody at the airport just gets on with their job and get together as a team and go for it.
Any emergency is a team effort anyway.
Yes, definitely,
Everyone
in that
gets
sort of
together.
environment.
Yeah.
Did you have warning and stuff? Do you get advance warning there's a problem with the aircraft?
Yeah, we do. So everybody's ready, all the emergency services are ready, everybody's on standby. It's a procedure that everybody trains for every year.
Yeah,
So,
at least 3 or 4 times a year. All the emergency procedures get exercised. We have these tabletop exercises where everybody sits and finds out what their role is in the event of an emergency.
Sure.
So yeah, it's very well rehearsed.
Well trained.
Yes, definitely.
Now,
And
so
they
the
did very
nitty-gritty, what was it like having a camera crew following you around and suddenly being sort of jettisoned into stardom?
I loved it. Did you like it?
It was amazing. I don't think, if the BBC had actually said to us, when you finish this and when that first episode goes out, your life is not your own. Had they actually said that to us, we might have been a little bit more sort of pre-warned. It has been incredible how people have reacted to the programme.
Really? And do you get stopped in the street and stuff?
Absolutely. Wedged by the cat food in Sainsbury's.
Lovely.
Wedged. Literally wedged, I was.
That was a recreational thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. The staff were very keen, so there we go.
Did you have your makeup on? Because what happened to Michelle and I is that we did not have our makeup
Do you know, it's very funny. I had actually left the old mascara and bright red lipstick off that day.
But it's awful. You get trapped in Tesco's and you're makeupless. You only do it once though. The next time you are in full makeup.
Fully powdered.
I got out of bed, had to go shopping, whizzed down to Tesco's, no makeup on, hair gel back, just looking really rough. And I got there, oh, you're Michelle from the airport series, aren't you? I thought, oh no, I can't even go out, you know.
Do they offer your autographs and stuff in the supermarkets?
We've had to sign bellies and arms, haven't
yes,
we?
we did. We were in Sheffield in a shopping centre. Yes. We were in a shopping centre together, and there were a group of 5 screaming girls. They were taking part in some things that were going on up there, and they were insistent that we sign their stomachs before we left, because their friends wouldn't believe they'd met us. It's a very bizarre stomach
We had to sign T-shirts at check-in, and people were trying to jump out and take a photograph of you.
You're like rock stars.
You know,
absolutely, it's great.
You should release a single.
Do you think?
Yeah, we should do.
Yeah.
I can't sing though. I can't.
Oh, behave yourself.
It doesn't stop a lot of people modern recording artists, so I go for it. Now, Anissa, you work in the VIP lounge.
I do indeed. I run the VIP.
There must be some, I mean, any sort of hilarious sort of gags there, because people must be always trying to claw their way into sort of hospitality and that sort of thing.
I'd love to tell you about it, but I think I'd probably cause a few diplomatic incidents if I did actually say a few jokes about what's happened to certain royals and VIPs. So, I'm not going to tell you anything, apart from one thing, actually. Imagine the scene. Phone rings. It's the information desk in Terminal 1. We've got Mr. Blair's driver here. He's waiting for Mr. Blair. He doesn't know where to go. Look through the paper. We haven't got Tony Blair coming through. Prime Minister coming through. Phone British Airways. Have you got Prime Minister coming through? Panic. No, don't know about it. Phone police. Police don't know about it either. Total panic everywhere. Panic, panic. Prime Minister's on its way. Nothing's arranged. Nobody knows about it. It's not Tony Blair. It's Lionel Blair.
Lovely, good man.
Lord.
I hope you gave him full VIP treatment.
No.
That's Lionel Blair.
Absolutely, yeah.
Who does get VIP treatment? Is rock stars and stuff, would they get treatment? VIP
Sorry.
treatment? No?
No.
No, not even rock stars.
Not even rock stars.
So you have to be a head of state or
You
a
have to be a head of
king,
state,
queen,
royal.
Would John Major still get in?
He would, as the next Prime Minister,
Would
yes.
the Crankies get in?
If they became Prime Ministers, yes.
I'd vote for them.
Would we vote
Got
for
right.
them?
Jeanette and Ian, I'd vote for you, that's what I'm saying.
Vote for them and they'll come through the VIP suite.
So you've got to be a diplomat or something like that.
ambassador, royal,
church leader,
military leader, judges, mayors, those types of things.
Stars of airport.
Just the people who, really, the whole point of a VIP suite is to go through the airport in a secure way and also to welcome people who are important to the country as UK PLC, welcome to this wonderful country, come and spend your money here.
That's a very good idea, I have to say. Now, big question I want to ask you two. How do you get upgraded to first class? How do you do it?
Never happened to me.
You have to be nice to the check-in staff.
The first thing you don't do is arrive and say, any chance of an upgrade.
Yes.
Because if there's one way of getting the average check-in agents back up, it's to do exactly that. Any chance of an upgrade, they pay £2.50 for the ticket and they're looking to sit in first class. So that's the wrong thing to do straight away. The thing to do is if the flight looks full, perhaps linger at the back of check-in a little while.
Smartly dressed.
Yeah, absolutely.
No
Wait till the
jeans,
plane
no
starts
bumpers.
filling.
Absolutely.
Keep
Oh,
your
don't
eye
wear
on the
jeans and bumpers, I won't
situation.
thank you.
Right, okay.
Keep looking at the check-in staff, make sure they've got pleasant faces, that they're going to be friendly. And the minute you hear the word, we're going to have to start upgrading, pounce on them.
Right.
You're in there.
Like a
'cause
beaver.
Absolutely. You should have some success.
That is the way to do it. Right?
Absolutely.
Now, what do you find, Michelle, is the worst type of passenger?
I think the one that leaves their passport behind.
Always a pain.
Ah, yes, because there's not much you can do for them.
No.
And they're stressed out and they want to fly and they can't because they don't have a passport.
So then that's when the rows start.
Oh,
presumably.
yes.
Because you're all front line, you know, it's like a war out there. People can't get on their plane or the plane is late. They will just go for it, won't
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
They will just rage.
Yes.
That's just me. I mean, I'm a
People
tiger.
do get stressed out when they travel. I mean, it's a stressful environment, the airport.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
It's the moulded chairs for some reason. You can't quite.
You
always
can't
have
just
all
can't
of
quite
that.
get comfy,
You
can it?
slip off them. Yeah, like this. Yeah.
I think the thing is, you know, the passengers come through the door, and the minute they come through the door, they no longer have any control over the destiny. Because no matter how much they would like to buck the trend, they have to go with what you tell them.
Yeah.
Eventually, they've got to check in, they've got to go through passport control, and eventually, at some point in the day, especially with some of my passengers, they have to come to the aircraft.
Yeah.
So eventually, they have to conform, but it's the odd passenger that feels they don't have to conform, that they want to be individualistic, that causes us a few problems.
Their pains, basically.
Yeah.
And Anita, presumably you've met several members of the royal family. Earlier on, we trailed the fact that a member of the royal family was late boarding a plane. Can you reveal who that was, and what did he say?
It was Prince Andrew, and some of them are actually quite often late. But Prince Andrew said to me that he's not late, the others are all early, which I thought was actually a very clever answer.
He showed you his royal protocol.
He did, yeah. I think only he could get away with that kind of a comment. But I had to laugh.
Have you seen celebrities travelling in disguise? They wear the old beard and sort of hat and stuff.
Can't say I've noticed them myself.
Yeah. Some of them do. You get pre-warning they're coming through, and they'll see someone coming through with like a scarf on and dark glasses. You think, well, I know you from somewhere.
I bumped into Tina Turner once. It was purely an accident. I was running, which is most unlikely. I was running up the air bridge, looking for, believe it or not, a last-minute passenger, which is the usual thing.
Yeah.
And good old Tina was just coming in from Geneva, and we collided with one another, and she ended up on the floor, and that was that, really. I was eating humble pie for the rest of the day.
Happy to ever after.
Absolutely, I did. I carried on and realised who I'd knocked over.
We had a phone call 2 days ago saying someone was coming through. There'd be a lot of fans around, and can we make sure the area was safe? And I went down there and looked, there was about 10 people waiting there. So I think they envisaged more than, you know, what there was.
Could have been Peter Purvis, you never know.
Could well have been.
Yeah.
You know if it was Peter Purvis, because Mel would be waiting there.
I'd be there.
Yes, what happened to Peter Purvis?
He's been on our show.
He's alive and well, and he made cake for Mel's birthday.
He did.
Marvellous.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he smelt very fragrant.
Oh, there we go. So he's obviously
Extremely
breathing
fragrant.
still.
Wow. Well, we're going to have to be taking a scheduled stopover now. But after the break, hunky heartthrob Todd Wilkins from Sweet Valley High will be making pudding. Have a look at him in action.
Hey, you missed the last 2 practices. Where have you been? Busy, Coach. You know how it is. Hey, no, busy doesn't cut it. We got a big game this week. I expect you at today's practice.
Manny, what's my schedule? You got a 2:30 hairstyle session with Pierre, a 3:30 autograph signing at Gold Medal Sports Equipment, and a 4 o'clock photo op with Mayor Malone. Okay, I guess we can schedule a few free throws around 3:15.
Hey, well, luckily we've just managed to schedule an appointment with him for after the break, and I'll be asking him if he is a member of the Mile High Club. See you in 3. Join us on tomorrow's show when we'll be lunching with comedy icons Clive Anderson and Ben Elton. Plus the stars of Riverdance will be putting their best feet forward.
If you watch too much television, your eyes will go square.
Sure, we've got...
and welcome back to Light Lunch, where we've been plane spotting with the stars of airports. And very shortly we'll be meeting Dishy Dish Todd from Sweet Valley High. But first, before we became daytime presenters, my colleague and I were the subject of a fly-on-the-wall documentary rather similar to Airport.
That's right. A camera crew came and spent some time with us as we went about our work. It was screened last year on UK LED, but in case you missed it, here's some of the highlights.
Yeah.
Sue, over. You got any change? Some ruddy joker's gone and given me a score, hasn't he?
Some people, I don't know, eh? No blinking idea, have they? Hang on a second, I'll have a shifty. Hang on, let's have a look.
Oh, hurry up, Mum. What's the problem?
Yeah, Sue, he's giving me dirty looks now like it's my fault. I don't know, the things you have to put up with in this business. Unbelievable.
I don't know, they don't want us to park their ruddy, blinking, Birkin cars next, eh? I'll tell you what, I've got a few coppers and stuff. Shall I bring them over? All right, okie dokie. Oh, they love. Are you receiving me?
Joy. Over, Sue.
Roger,
I've got the
Rog.
coppers in my hand as we speak.
Couple of... Oh, the bittersweet memories of car park attending come flooding back. Anyway, now it's every man's fantasy to date two drop-dead gorgeous identical twins, and Todd Wilkins from America's top teen drama Sweet Valley High is already halfway there. He is dating Elizabeth, who is the one with blue eyes and long blonde hair, who looks, well, she looks like a sister who's also got blue eyes and long blonde hair. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the gorgeous Jeremy Garrett. US Hunk is in the house. How you doing, Jeremy?
Very good, very good.
Excellent.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I was slightly coldy, you know, slightly chesty, now you ask, but I won't dwell on that.
Okay.
Because it's dull for them down there. Now, how are you finding England?
I find it very, very nice. Sort of like I expected. A little foggy, a little cold. Very different from California.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
I've been here a day and a half.
Oh,
yeah,
plenty of time to get disillusioned.
Oh, yeah,
Plenty.
definitely.
Yeah.
I know my hotel room very, very well.
Excellent.
So.
I won't inquire as to why.
Oh.
What have you bought, Jeremy?
Today I brought a little chocolate fudge cheesecake.
Oh, is this your favourite? Is this what you eat when you're home?
Yeah, cheesecake's sort of a little weakness for me, you know.
Really?
Because the sweets and
oh, I like sweets. I'm a sweet tooth.
the
Got
cheese and it's good.
It looks good. Now you are dating. Your character Todd is dating Elizabeth.
Yes, Elizabeth is the one.
And Elizabeth's sister Jessica. Obviously, they're both the same, but they look similar anyway. How do you tell them apart?
Well, I kiss one more than the other, so I sort of
okay.
tell
You
them
know,
apart.
you
right.
know,
No,
right?
no,
Okay.
no, they're very different. You know, when you see them in person, one is smaller and one is. I don't know. You just know.
He's got away with women. I don't want to inquire.
No.
Now, have you, or are you a member rather of the Mile High Club? That's a question I want to ask you.
The Mile High Club.
Yeah.
You know, I have been trying to get into the Mile High Club for like years now.
Really?
And I always seem to miss, you know, they only issue a certain amount of passes for the Mile High.
I can get you membership if you want it.
Oh, are you a member?
No, but I thought we'd become members at the same time.
Well, I was thinking the same thing. You know, I'm going back to, yeah. What flight number are you on?
Whichever one you're on, I think. I'll follow. I'll just trundle along behind, I have to say. Now, should we set this up? Let's have a look what it's looking like.
I think so. Should we?
I think
are
it's
you
probably
hungry?
looking at... Yeah,
I saw the
am.
lunch you were eating. I mean,
it's cool, isn't it? It's nice.
It was delicious. Yeah, you want a piece?
Yeah,
Should we try?
Let's try it.
Okay.
Now, how do you think British women fare against, sort of, not against, literally against them, but, you know,
the British
as opposed
women
to California women?
All women are very nice, but the British women...
You're easily pleased, aren't you?
Yeah. No, the British women are very, very, very nice. I was walking around, there's a Covent Garden yesterday, and I had to stop a couple times to see some nice top toys, you know.
Top toys?
Much like yourself,
hey.
you know.
Top toy.
Yes, see, I'm learning very quickly.
Yeah, you are. Amazing.
You know, I go back to America, they won't know what happened to me.
I think you should have to stay over here.
And do you want some chocolate chips on this?
I do. Let's decorate that.
Jeez. It's like, almost like you're not, you know, and you put it sort of Like that, it looks like you're in the...
Garnish.
There you go.
There you go.
Maybe
Thank
I'll
you
have
so
one
much
too.
for coming on, Jeremy.
Oh,
A little
thank you for
star.
having me.
Next time you're in the country, do pay us a visit.
I will definitely.
And you can get double helpings of Jeremy the Jokey Jock on Sweet Valley High every day on the Fox's Kids Network, so check him out. Okay, now Mel, have you ever seen a pilot's cockpit?
Yep, it was much smaller than I expected. Now, I'm docking with the stars of airports, Anita Newcourt, who says that if the Crankies became Prime Minister, she'd let them into the VIP suite. Jeremy Spake, who's become so famous that he gets wedged by the cat food in the supermarket. And Michelle Harris, who's become so famous, she signs autographs on bellies. Now, lads, nice to see you in the lounge area. The special lounge area. Jeremy, you're a bit of a fan of old Sweet Valley High, aren't you?
Seen it several times on the telly, yes, in those moments of getting home after a stressful day, a little bit of light entertainment.
Do you like it?
Chill out. Yeah, it's okay. It's the usual sort of thing that you watch in the background while cooking dinner, really.
Yeah. Todd's just over there. Now, we've got a fax that's come through. This is for all and sundry. It's from Carl Chapman, and it says, are any of you scared of flying? Michelle, are you scared of flying?
I don't like long flights. I tend to get claustrophobic. But it's a question of getting from A to B, so I sit there and you know, I bear it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good to know that you're calm and...
Oh, yes.
Okay. How about you, Anita? Are you scared of flying?
Possibly. I fly myself. I've got a little plane. So if I'm in control...
What, to work?
You're safe.
No, you don't
hey,
fly.
that would be fun. Park it outside.
Imagine the parking fees.
That would be great.
Would you
Parking
get
fees
free
might be a bit
parking
high.
if you had your own plane?
I think not.
No.
I don't know, we could probably negotiate.
Get a
You
discount.
could.
A discount.
A discount,
Oh, yes.
definitely.
10%.
But no, I don't fly it to work. I just fly it for fun.
Right. How long have you been? How long have you had your license for?
I've had it for 4 or 5 years.
Oh,
So,
good.
yeah, I'm
Hey.
so
bringing
if I'm in
cake.
control, I
Grrr, that looks lovely.
Sorry to interrupt me flow there, but...
That's fine, my love.
I felt the need for
This is
chocolate.
more
Here, here.
important. Thank you.
The stewardess is having a few problems there with the tray.
I'm not very gifted.
Fired.
Here we go. Now,
that's mine.
you're right there, my love.
Yes, I wouldn't get into the raw sweet serving like this,
Of course
I'm
you
afraid.
wouldn't. Now, the control tower is positively buzzing with air traffic. That red and white thing is literally whizzing round. So let's go straight to the phones. Hello.
Hello,
Hello, who's that?
it's Peter.
Hi there, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
How you
Hi.
doing?
Not bad, how are you?
Oh, cheers, mate. I'm fine. Where are you
That's good.
calling from?
Glasgow.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Okay, my question's for Nita, please.
Yeah, go for it.
It's what qualities and qualifications are needed to get to the position that you're in?
Yeah, it's funny you should say that because I've had about 120 letters in the last 6 months saying, I want your job, what qualifications have you got? And no, you can't have my job, I've got it.
So you lied to them, did you?
I did, I lied to them. Basically, you've got to actually work on the airport. And because you've got to have knowledge of the airport, you've got to know how the whole thing works, you've got to know all the back streets. And, so that's the first thing. And then if I do recruit staff, they've got to be a bit switched on to world politics because we can't actually, we've got to be very careful what we say to people.
You don't want to make a bungle.
We don't.
Yeah.
Diplomatic incidents are not terribly good. We don't
Right.
like this. So somebody who's switched on, somebody who's presentable, who can talk, and most importantly, somebody who can deal with a crisis. If you can juggle 30 things in the air at once,
Then you're a juggler.
then you're a juggler. And Jeremy probably can.
Absolutely.
But you can keep a straight head and keep calm and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the person that I want.
Essential.
Have you ever done that thing with the table tennis bats? That kind of
Oh,
thing?
I love
Always
that.
fancy that.
What is that?
Marshalling.
But can you imagine the other day, the guy's there and it's a night flight arriving, it's very dark, and his lamps went out. And he's marshalling away, and the aircraft then got a little bit confused because there was no light on his sticks. So he sat there for a
Peter's
while.
still there.
He
Peter's
sat there for a
Yeah.
while, and eventually we got him some new batteries, and everything was
lovely.
hunky-dory after that.
Good to put new batteries in that
Peter,
thing.
you're still there, mate.
Yes.
Your
Does that
phone
answer your
bill's
question?
literally racking up as we speak. Give our love
Thank
to Glasgow.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Peter.
See you, Peter.
See you.
Okay, line 2. Who's on line 2?
Hello,
Hi, who's that?
Hello.
it's Justin.
Hello.
Hi, Justin.
Who's your question for?
It's for everybody.
Okay, fire away.
Okay, have you ever really lost your temper when doing your job?
Good question. This is what I want to know as well.
We're all looking at everybody. Yes. Jeremy.
Thank you, Michelle. No, I think the most essential thing to remember when dealing with the public is there's no point in losing your temper with them because they're simply going to have, it's like red rags or a bull. It's the instant opportunity for them to accuse you of everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Stand there, smile, because they hate it when you smile at them. They hate it.
Kill with kindness.
Always.
The minute they've gone and the minute you're in the office, you can curse as much as you like.
Headbutt the wall.
You can. But in front of the passengers, it's pointless because what could be a 2-minute problem becomes a half-an-hour crisis. There's no point.
Yeah. So shark's eyes, enormous grin.
Exactly.
Lovely.
Okay.
Let's
Thanks
go
for your question, Justin.
Yeah, bye, Justin. Bye. Bye. Line 3. Hello.
Hello.
Stephanie, is that you?
Yes, it is.
Hello, my love.
Hi.
Who's your question for?
It's for everybody.
Okay, far away.
I just want to know if you've got any good tips for nervous flyers.
Good tips for nervous flyers.
Jeremy?
Don't be nervous. Really? That's a fairly straightforward answer to that, isn't
So
it?
anyone with a clinical phobia out there, just don't worry.
Exactly. Why not?
It's safer to fly than it is to drive.
Yes. Everyone says that, but you're up in the air, sort of nothing beneath you.
happen on the ground.
Okay.
When you're in the car, driving yourself, you're in control of your own destiny. If you make a mistake, it happens, you know? Whereas in an aircraft, you've got thousands of people making sure that that aeroplane goes from A to B with the minimal risk to safety. And because you know there are thousands of people working to keep you safe, you should have the confidence to know that you are in a safe environment.
You can go in simulators though, can't you? My brother did that.
Right.
He went in a World War II bomber simulator to try and conquer his fear of flying. Didn't really work.
No, I shouldn't think it's no.
But he did learn how to drive a bomb.
He learned how to bomb.
Very useful.
Anyway, bye-bye, Stephanie. Good evening to line 3. Should we go on to line 4?
Line 4. Hello, who's there?
Hi, it's Chris.
Hi, Chris. Far away, my love.
Yeah, I was wondering, what's the best way to stop your ears popping?
You what popping?
Ears popping.
Oh, right, your ears.
Your ears popping.
Swallow.
Swallow.
Hold your nose, breathe out, swallow.
For the whole
Very good
flight
movements
or
there.
just for takeoff and landing?
Yeah, just for takeoff and
Have you
landing.
noticed something though? Have you noticed
got
that
that?
when the crew are pushing the trolley down, collecting those last-minute bits of rubbish that each passenger insists on keeping till the last minute, that they never seem to do that, do they? They must have a little secret that we haven't yet.
know.
They
We don't
do.
know.
We're going to have to find out.
Your ears.
Absolutely.
Sadly, it's time to touch down, so prepare to disembark and collect your luggage from the carousel in about 3 days' time. Thanks to Anita, to Michelle and to Jeremy for being such good passengers. Thanks to Jeremy Garrett from Sweet Valley High for his fantastic pudding. And thanks to Cesare Lupatelli for the in-flight catering.
We look forward to flying with you again tomorrow when our VIPs will be Clive Anderson, Ben Elton and River Dance. Have a safe onward journey.
Take
Goodbye.
care. Take it easy. Good night.
Hello, I'm Roy.